I'm going to start with a poem called The Ballad of Two Women, which I wrote a couple of years ago now, and it's unusual because normally as soon as I publish a poem, which this one has been, I hate it straight away, but I still like this one, so I'm going to read it tonight. Yes, it's called The Ballad of Two Women. The morning came, it always comes, and with its light struck dumb, my lover's mouth, my crawling hand, my grown-up sense of fun. And so she lay upon my bed, all naked and alone, but a woman's body cannot always be a child's home. Her hair was black, then it was blue, her mouth blood red at dawn. I loved her like a triangle, she loved me like a storm. And in that storm she sat and read some book on Jewish art, then we slept sweetly, our two heads, a pillow's width apart. The winter came, it took our body heat. It left us in its freezer, two hanging cubes of meat. She said she knew a rich man and he'd take her away, but I was not as beautiful, so I would have to stay. And when our bodies softened like two ripe raspberries, the best of us was melted in the juices of our freeze. I went to smoke a cigarette and find her things to eat, but my legs would not stop walking and my mind followed my feet. And that's how I came to leave her in the early morning sun, because our bodies had all melted in our mediocre fun. I'd like to say I'm sorry, but that would be a lie, and I'd like to say I loved her, but I didn't even try. Our child was born in springtime, the product of two wombs, of two burlesque seductions, two feminine perfumes. And the girl I lay with long ago has thinned out to a veil, her hair is wild and whispering, her heart is slow and pale. She said our child had killed itself on some vain protest march. It called out, "No one's listening," then jumped off Marble Arch. They left its body there for days, a warning to the crowd, this is what will happen if you shout what's right too loud. I tried to make her want me just once for old time's sake, but she threw my aching arms off with a rudimentary shake. Then she told me of the rich man who was taking her away, and I was never beautiful, so I would have to stay.